Every man has a program, either we with it as women or we're not. His program is real simple. It is the way that he wants to live his life. It's his standards, his values, his routines, and his non-negotiables. Now, every man is different, but every man has a program. Now, the men that are super serious and focused about their money in their life, they got the strictest programs. He knows how he wants it, when he wants it, and what he wants. He knows what he won't tolerate, and he knows what will bring him peace, and he will protect it at all costs. For most men, their program consists of 4 things. Number 1 is respect. Number 2 is peace. Number 3 is intimacy. And number 4 is a great home-cooked meal. However his program flows, he is looking for a woman that adds to it, not a woman that consistently fights it. What we got to understand as women, a man will give us the world, but we must protect what's important to him. See, women have such a hard time following a man's program because they think that men are like women, and they are not. If we are consistently fighting a man's program, then he thinks to himself, who's the man in the relationship? Men are not complicated. They just want consistency from women, and those 4 things that's a part of their program. It's real simple for a man. He just wants to feel wanted by the woman that he loves.
Guys, welcome back to another video. The dating status. And today's video is a little different. It's gonna be more like a discussion. We're gonna talk about first of all, I want to start off with this with the video, and you guys know how I do it. I talk about video, and I do the clips and everything. I show you guys the clips, and then we go ahead and we go to the video. In today's video, we're gonna talk about more of a relationship, platonic relationship. I don't know what to call it yet. And come on over. And we're gonna talk about friendship. So for those who do know what a platonic relationship is, it's a man and a woman are like strictly friends. Well, I want to share some with you in that video, about that video on that clip of what you're about to watch, right? So I want to talk about, I have a homegirl that I've been friend with for a long time. And at the time when I had met her, I was going through a divorce at that time. And kind of found out she was going through like the same thing, a divorce too. And even to this day, me and her are like close friends, like best friends. You know what I'm saying? I talk to her about everything. She talked to me about everything. So pretty much we just cool. Kind of found out that she was getting divorced, and we have a lot in common, but I never crossed that line with her at all. Never, not at all, because you know I respected her as a true friend. And the reason why that I'm talking about this, because in the clip that I'm gonna show you guys, it's about like a kind of like a platonic relationship. But I say all that because a lot of people I know, sometimes when you friend with somebody for a long time, especially of the opposite sex, you know, stuff, you know, so stuff kind of happens in time. You know, sometimes some people cross the line, and a lot of time they say a good marriage can form from a friendship. You know what I mean? It can form from a friendship because you guys know each other for a long time. And one day, sometimes some people they're just tired of not. When you guys will cross that threshold, I want to say, and now you guys are lovers. But anyway, I say all this because I know a lot of people rush into like relationship, and I would say, like they say, like with the work wife or work husband, and people tend to call themselves that, but I think that's kind of dangerous because you got to be careful of that when you do that type of stuff. When you call somebody like, oh man, that's my work life. I mean, I'm sorry, that's my work wife. Or she might say vice versa. She might say, oh, that's my work husband. But you guys gotta be very, very, very careful of that when you do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So because at some point you guys might cross that threshold, I call that borderline. So anyway, in that clip that you guys gonna watch, I'm gonna show this clip to you guys, and then we'll come back and we talk about it. But I have to bring it up because I want to bring it up about my relationship with my friend, with my homegirl. We cool to this day. So guys, let's get into the clip, and from there, I come back and we'll go on to the next clip. All right, guys, and we'll talk about that. All right, one.
You the person that he confided in?
Yes.
Now you know you had us confused earlier.
Oh, I don't see how. But yeah, it's me.
Good. I can talk to you then.
Yes.
Unfortunately, a lot of times emotional affairs start through a friendship. The person who plays friend. How could you stand and allow a man to dishonor his wife by confiding in you and talking about the marital distress and the marital problems that they have? How can you allow yourself to be in that position and not consider his wife? My issue that I have, because I thought you were talking about somebody else, but you was talking about you. Good. My issue, the issue that I have is that sometimes when a person confides in said friend, it's validating for that friend because they have things that they have to work through themselves. Because if you didn't have things that you had to work through, why would you allow a married man, friendship or not, and you know that's more than a friendship. I don't care what no one say, you know it's more than a friendship. I'm calling you at different hours of the day, and I am prioritizing you over my own wife. These are concerns that should be shared, intimate, private concerns that should be shared between me and my wife. You know the position that you playing. You gotta be honest about that. You playing that role. That's the issue that I have. I could never be, first of all, I'm not gonna be a friend with a married man unless I know his wife. Unless I know for a fact that I know his wife. And his wife can confide in me. But he's not allowed to confide in me unless it is life or death. You can't confide in me about your marital problems unless it is literally you at your deathbed. That's what I mean, because even as a friend, I should still be honoring my friend's marriage as well, too. So that means that I lack integrity if I do that. I lack integrity. I can't call myself a friend. You playing side chick. That's what's really happening.
Hey, can I?
I'm sorry, but the thing is I don't side with him because I also, when he brings up situations, I'll tell him, hey, she has a point.
It doesn't matter.
Did you?
But-
Hold on. Did you?
I know it doesn't
know the
matter,
wife?
but I'm saying, looking at the surface, you may say, okay, well, it's your integrity, or I don't side with him if he
How many
confiding
times?
in
Hold
me
on.
as a
How many
friend.
times in this last calendar week have you talked to him?
We don't talk anymore like that anymore.
Oh, this
Because it was heavy for me to continue to try to balance out telling him what was good and what was bad and how I couldn't carry that burden anymore.
Do you have a friendship with the wife?
Yeah, yes we do.
Huh?
We have.
You have a friendship with the wife?
Not a friendship, but we know of each other. We've spoken to each other. She knows that we conversate.
Okay, one more question. So when you used to talk to him on the phone, was he around his wife?
No, of course not.
Listen, respectfully, my opinion, and I can be completely wrong, I don't know your situation, so I'm just giving you my initial thoughts. That man was not confiding in you. He was laying the groundwork. Because when I do make moves, I need you in your head to believe I'm justified. Because you know I'm married, but I need you in your head to think that when I pursue you or I flirt with you, I'm well within my right because I don't like my wife and my wife don't like me. I'm saying, is that man confiding in you or is he laying the groundwork? And let me be very clear with you. Don't he have friends that are males? He could confide in a preacher, a pastor, a therapist, his boys, his dad, his mom, his aunties, but he confided in you. And lastly, how did you meet this man?
Through our children, like out. He was a football coach.
Them damn football coaches.
Hey, get your son some playing time. Get him some PT. Hey, listen, get him some PT.
I ain't never trusted a football
Wait,
coach.
hold on. Did you meet him after he was married or before?
Yeah, but again, if I'm coming up here asking this question, this is not to validate if I'm right or
No, we know.
right?
We just
the
playing.
question is being asked because what I'm asking is there a such thing of being a solid friend of what he's asking of me? And I get that.
Okay, my bad. No, that's the answer.
How it's working. I'm not naive to the facts. I'm very well aware of it. But the question is being asked because I know how heavy it is, and this is why we don't speak anymore, is because, yes, it's a burden. It's heavy to try to be your emotional support when you should be relying on your partner.
Because I keep hearing you say a solid friend, so maybe just because I didn't hear the answer. Did you meet him after he was married or before?
After.
You were never a friend to begin with. You should have never even taken that position. It should have never even been an exchange of numbers. You should have never taken that position. You were never going to be a solid friend because he was positioning you to be his emotional affair partner. That's why we're speaking on that right there, because forget that he's talking about you being a solid friend. That's not what you were. And don't you ever take that position as well, especially with a married man. Unless you are friends with that wife and you went through the wife first and y'all are having three-way conversations, you are not a married man's friend if you met him after he married.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your
All right, guys. Now, the clip that you just watched, I hope you guys enjoy that clip. All right. Now, in this next clip that I'm gonna show is it's about, it's about women being like masculine, right? But in this clip, I have came across, some women that I used to talk to in the past, been very, very masculine with it. You know what I mean? So in that clip, in this clip that I'm about to show you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I keep forgetting. I see a lot of people watch my videos, but they're not subscribing at all. So just make sure that you guys hit that like button and that subscribe button. It's easy. So with that being said, check this clip out, because there are a lot of women out there that's like a lot of masculine going on and stuff. And a lot of guys been complaining about that, like heavy, deep on it, because I have came across that before too. So so it's a good clip, and it ain't nothing new, because we talk about it all the time about the clips and stuff. I mean, about the woman being masculine and stuff like that, guys. So just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and guys, let me know what you think about that. All right, guys, and we'll come back on the video and we'll discuss those clips. All right.
The majority of you said you want a whole man in your life who can provide, keep, and protect, right? So here's the question. How can you have one when you get up every day trying to be the best man you can be?
No.
I hope y'all are ready to call me or pick me in the comments, but I'm finna speak from a perspective that's gonna help y'all out here. Okay. Because this is the problem that I have. Stop hearing from your emotional ears and actually hear what's being said. I understand that the word choice was probably poor, but what he is saying is there are certain characteristics, certain behaviors that a woman may display. We just had a woman that was just talking about being alpha. Let me hit that first. Stop telling people that you alpha, because I don't think y'all understand what that personality actually really is and what it comes with. Alpha is not you just being strong. You're being resistant. You're not collaborative when it comes to conflict. You have low perspective taking. So when we have conversations like this, if we want to actually stop the damn gender war, and excuse me if I get passionate, we have to be able to hear both sides right now. If there is a woman, because I deal with couples all the time and I see this, and this is a big problem, and this is why men don't speak on it, because they can't be heard on this. If you have a woman who is in a male-dominated field and she has to use most of her masculine traits, sometimes it is hard to turn it off at home. Even if she's not in a relationship, even in her own home, sometimes it's hard to turn it off. I deal with lawyers, I deal with women who are in analytical spaces all the time. And because their brains are still going, when they even get in their own space, they don't get to actually resonate in their feminine energy, as we always talk about. They don't get to pull up their feminine traits because they're constantly having to go. They're not practicing mindfulness and stuff like that. So when they do get into a relationship, it becomes something that is so ingrained. It becomes a default mode that they go in. And if you don't understand default modes and default strategies, you won't understand this conversation. There are some women who do go into these defaults and it automatically turns on. It's not on purpose. A lot of it is unconscious. Yes, I may say to myself, I want a man who can allow me to be feminine and provide this space. But if I am always in default mode, even if this man comes, I may still resist him. If I'm constantly having to be in my masculine in work and stuff like that in home, and I haven't learned how to turn it off, he's going to face the masculine side of me. Let's be real about this. Let me add my last piece. If y'all actually want, because I come from a very healthy side, so y'all please excuse me. If you actually want to see, we always talk about helping the Black community. If you are wanting to actually see us grow and stop this damn gender war, be able to listen and stop being so emotional. Turn off the fact that you're hearing certain words and just listen for a second. We hear women use certain word choices. We don't check them.
No.
All right, guys. Now, in those clips that I showed you on that first one, it's pretty, like I said, this is pretty much of what's been going on for years, for decades, you know what I mean? So, again, like with those clips, like with the friendship thing, I can relate to that. And I totally understand that, what's going on with the friendship, with the straight platonic relationship with a male and a female with the opposite sex. I totally understand that and stuff like that, because a lot of time when people when the opposite sex, when they become real close friends and they know a lot about each other, that right there alone, a lot of people actually, you know, they start getting married and stuff, and they be married for a long time because they know, you know what I'm saying? Because they know each other for a very, very, very long time. So they always say, I always start friendship first, then you work your way up to marriage or a serious relationship. Now, with the other clip that I show you guys, I want to say, when I show you guys about the other clip about the masculinity of the women of today, and that's due to a lot of laws stuff of what's going on and stuff like that, I want to say. But guys, just like I said, I see a lot of people watch my videos. Again, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe down below, guys. I can't stress that to you guys, all right? Because the more I get likes on the video, the more that the video go around. And you guys already know how they go. So until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? And I'm out. Peace.